Sorry for everybody who watched the last video. Sometimes my mic gets funky and I don't notice it until I upload, and I don't know why that is. It's about 1 in every 20 videos that seems to be the case, but we'll try to keep going anyway. This is a story about SJWs making up hate crimes. This is something they always tend to do. They never have anything real to discuss. They never have anything real that anybody did that's hateful and bigoted and terrible. And so they make things up. It's almost invariably not what they claim it to be on the first go, or even maybe the second go, or maybe ever. You always see them talk about misinformation being spread on social media and all that. But whenever they get things wrong, they never delete their posts. They never go away. They just keep at the same thing over and over again. But that's what we're trying to fight here on the channel. So Deus Vult is my graphic novel. If you like the way culture used to be, that was good, solid fun. That was awesome. Has zero SJW nonsense in it by a creator who will never target you with any of this crap in cancel culture today. This is the book for you. Grab Deus Vult. Everybody's been getting it so far. They've been enjoying it. The books are being shipped to my house right now, so they'll come out fast. Appreciate everybody who supports the channel with this. And I'll leave this link in the description below so you can back it today. All right, the story of the day was a video that was circulating around the internet about the Colorado Rockies. And there was a fan in the ninth inning or whatnot who was shouting while a black batter was up to the plate. And, you know, in the audio recording, it sounded a little bit like the N-word. Now, they didn't investigate first and then go out and have an informed say on this. That never happens with corporate media and corporate America. No, MLB commentators, MLB network, everybody went out and said that there's so much hate in America these days and they're disgusted and they have to make a statement about this to prove how virtuous they are. This is a MLB commentator. I'm absolutely disgusted with the language picked up by the mics late in the game today. That level of hate was displayed has no place in this world. Unfortunately, it's still far too prevalent. It's really not. Now, that's the big narrative that they love to create, that all of this is prevalent. It's happening all the time, all this evil racism. There was another hoax a couple years ago involving the Chicago Cubs where some college kids were playing the circle game, which is where you actually put a circle on your body made from your thumb and index finger. And the Cubs went out and made this statement saying they were making, quote, white supremacist gestures because it turned out, you know, very much like the OK sign. Now, the OK sign is a symbol that means okay, means everything's all right, everything's going well. But 4chan decided to make a prank out of this and claim it meant white power. And the media picked it up a couple years ago. It was a hoax. It was misinformation. And it's still being circulated to this day that is somehow some kind of code for white supremacy. Now, the Cubs went crazy and ballistic on this hoax. It was nuts. And of course, now we're hoaxed again. But it wasn't just commentators. The Colorado Rockies themselves made a statement about the racial slur incident at the end of the game, and they're disgusted by it. Oh my gosh, they're investigating and they have zero tolerance for racism and discrimination. Well, they have zero tolerance, but, you know, they seem to be happy to discriminate and try to label someone a racist who actually wasn't doing anything. And that's actually where our society's at these days. What's not prevalent is anybody actually going out and shouting the N-word at baseball players. Doesn't happen very much. They would love for that to be the case. They would love even more that the black players would get harassed outside their stadium. They're imagining roving bands of Nazis going around beating them up and just making their lives oppressed. In reality, the black guy's living a comfortable life, making millions of dollars, swinging a bat at a ball and not doing much else, and nobody's bothering him, and nobody shouted this at him. They already came up and they realized that, gosh, he was shouting dinger at the mascot who has this name. And of course, none of them retracted their statements. None of them made apologies for rushing to judgment at this fan. Nobody was defending the fans. They just keep at it and they leave these messages up. They want to create hate crimes. They want to invent them because they don't really exist. And for their narrative of the world of evil white people attacking the minorities, they need something fake because it just doesn't happen in real life. Oh well, this is so often, it's corporate entertainment, and this is what they do. Corporations are absolutely evil. They hate you and your families. Remember that. And, just turn off the MLB, get rid of your tickets, and buy something a little better with it. That's all that you can do. What do you think about this? Leave a like, leave a comment down below, and we'll be back soon.